How can I be more confident in myself? I guess you just need to not, you know, look at what other people are doing and think, I need to be more like them, they're doing it right, and just think, well, you know, I am me. I could try harder to improve in certain directions, but I won't put too much pressure on myself. You're great. You know, take some time to just look at something nice. Calm yourself down. Take a deep breath in, out, and say, I'm fine. I can do this. I'm in control of my future. Everything will be fine. I believe in you. Better. And one of the hardest things, honestly, is that like other mental illnesses, they're invisible. So to other people, I seemed perfectly fine. I could hang out with friends, film a video, go to an event, and no one would know because it's all in my head. And when people don't know that I'm like this, they wonder what the hell I'm doing. Friends wonder why I haven't replied to them for days. You wonder why I haven't tweeted or uploaded a video. People I work with don't know why I haven't gotten around to doing that thing yet. But I personally felt uncomfortable telling people about it because, I mean, generally I'm a pretty awkward guy and it's a weird thing to bring up, but I didn't want it to be seen as an excuse. I didn't want sympathy because I don't want to be defined by it. I don't identify myself as Dan, likes pizza and memes, depressed. I am everything I am in spite of this thing constantly holding me back. I think about who I could be and what I could have done if I didn't go through this, and it makes me mad. I like jokes about it because it objectifies it as this thing that isn't who I am, that I'm not alone in. But as I said at the start, I thought I should share this now because it is a big part of my story that I think people should know and understand, and I want other people going through mental health issues to know that they can talk about it and it can get better, which for me, it has.
You can do it, you can do it. So hold her under the armpits, hold her under the armpits. Just make sure you've got hold of her.
I've got hold of her. And one hand under the butt, and flip. Oh no. There we go.
Do you want to pull her dress down a bit? Give her some dignity.
Have some dignity.
Oh, what you... She's looking like, I don't know.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Don't cry. Oh, she's gripping on.
Oh, you're so cute. God, I feel a bit emotional actually.
So I'm on my way to gate crash a class right now, which should be pretty fun. Some students are going over the StopSpeakSupport campaign with one of their teachers, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, hey, what do you think about it? Hi guys, hi. How you doing? I'm here to disrupt your lesson. It can be very easy to be unkind to someone across the internet. When you say something hiding behind a screen and it isn't face-to-face, it can seem like it isn't real, but the things you say online can have a very real impact on somebody's mental health and their future. Please give a warm welcome to the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, and Professor Green.
Don't spend all day online. Seriously, don't.
I can say from example that spending all your life there probably isn't a good thing. If we can get real people talking about this, actually resonating with the message so that they live it day to day, it could have a real impact.
Okay, you're in Inception, you need something to ground you to reality, or maybe you're feeling anxious and you just need something to like take you out of your head and physically ground you. You can take this and you can just spin it, and it's just quite nice to hold it.
You watching this, just let's forget that other people are, you know, there definitely aren't like several tens of thousands of people watching this right now. Right now, it's just me and you. We're all stressed, overwhelmed, feeling anxious about things, and especially because we spend so much time on the internet, we're having all of these conversations in our mind, like especially when you're thinking about, oh, drama happening, there's just a lot of noise in your head where you're reading all of these imaginary conversations from the internet. And before the internet, I don't think this happened, we have this constant noise in our minds. And meditating is something very good where you take a moment to just be quiet, still, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, and just try as hard as possible to empty your mind. Try to connect to the physical world. If there's no one in the same room as you, be like, I'm just a person, alone in a room. Think about what you're touching, what's touching you. Just breathe in and out. And if you do that for like 10 minutes, you'll be like way more relaxed and stuff. It's something that I should do more often, but I don't, instead I just freak out all the time.
Because I don't know if you guys know, my videos, I'd say on average, a Dan Is Not On Fire video takes like 20 hours to make. So sometimes I try to make an entire video in a day,
and it doesn't go down well, and I either upload it at 6 AM as I'm crying blood hunched over the computer, or like a normal person, I'd spend more than one day working on it. So then, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, without spoiling what it's about, I just decided that it could have been better. I tried to refilm some bits for it on Monday, and last night, I was sitting by the computer at like 11 o'clock, and I was like, I could upload this video right now, and Phil was all like, Dan, you should totally upload this video, and I was like, nope, it's not the Dan is not on fire quality level. It was good, it was a good video, and Phil made the point that like an average video by me is probably still going to be pretty good compared to a random YouTube video, but I don't know. The thing is, with my videos, like my personal video style, once I've addressed a topic, like once I've made a video about something, I can never make a video about it ever again. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I'll make a video about whatever reasons why Dan's a fail, and I'll tell all of you about my personal experiences with it, and I'll share some opinions and try to make a couple jokes. But then once I've made that video, I can't ever go back because I've done it. So I was looking at this video and I was like, is this everything I ever want to say about this thing? So I decided, no. It's not good enough yet, so I'm going to completely remake it, and then it will be good. Well, not completely remake it, I'm just gonna do all the talking again, because I felt like there was other stuff I wanted to talk about. So the short form of that is that, yes, I have a new video, and I want to upload it on Wednesday or Thursday, after I've talked about some different things, because I want to. There we go. How exciting. Blame becoming YouTube. They were like, oh, it's all about weekly this and weekly that, and I was like, nope, it's gonna be good. So yeah.
Look at this!
How does that feel?
Hello. Comforting.
Joy in human touch.
I know.
He's
Yeah.
harder.
Oh.
Are you trying to eat me? That's
Yeah.
okay. You can
No,
bite.
no. Have you like recently washed your hands?
I think she's very confused by my face.
What are glasses?
What is this person?
Are you confused, Pearl?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know.
If you feel like the person you're portraying on the outside isn't wholly reflecting who you are on the inside, that can be a source of stress and anxiety. And I'm sure lots of you probably feel like that now. You might be in a friend group that you don't feel like you vibe with. You feel like maybe you can't express yourself because of the situation that you're stuck in, maybe your family, the school, or something like that. And it's that whole thing where you feel like, I need to be who I am, and you know, that could be coming out, it could be dyeing your hair, it could be becoming a hamster breeder, running away to Argentina. It's important that all of you try to not be someone who, like, in a negative way, but just to aspire to be, to communicate the person that you are on the inside, which for me isn't a big deal, but you know, changing my name to Daniel Howell just to turn your power out.
I really wanted to speak to you personally because, as well as being a young ambassador and recipient of the Diana Award, I think that you and your story is quite amazing, and I think it's something that a lot of people watching this might actually relate to.
So when I was in year 2, I had a friend who started saying things about me, but because I was so young, I didn't understand like what was happening. So as it progressed, like, and I got older, I started to realise, and I started to become really down and depressed, and then it just kept getting worse, and my mum kept going to school but they weren't doing anything about it, and then I moved schools and it still carried on.
Cyberbullying, a lot of people kind of don't take it seriously because they think, you know, it's all online, it's not happening in real life. But did you experience the whole, you know, it follows you?
Both my high schools are in the same town, they're only like a mile apart, but
yeah.
They're friends of friends, and they had a group chat, and they would talk about me in the group chats, and it was just like, oh my god. And then obviously it happened in person as well, so it was just, there was no escape. And then I moved to college, and I've also had an experience with cyberbullying, but I knew how to deal with that more now.
I think a lot of people watching this would find it really helpful to know what were some of your coping mechanisms when you were going through this. I mean, if anyone's listening and they relate to your story, what would you say to them? How can they make it better for themselves?
Surround yourself with friends and family. That was a big thing for me. And trying to like stay happy, and music was also a massive thing, like music and singing, because I think I de-stress by singing. So music was a huge part of my life, and always has been, always will be. So it was actually quite good being able to talk to other people that have experienced the same thing, because you have that support, and then being able to understand what actually goes through like a bully's mind.
Yeah, totally. And I guess that's why it's so important to have campaigns like Stop Speak Support, because if you get everybody thinking about it and understanding it, then people can not just help each other, but they can help themselves. I mean, what do you hope that people that become aware of the Stop Speak Support campaign learn from it?
Well, it's a bit like the Green Cross Code, isn't it, but for cyberbullying.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
a
like
good way of
when you,
thinking about it,
yeah,
isn't
when
it?
you're like a kid, like the Green Cross Code is like drilled into your brain.
You just know it. Well, that's Stop Speak Support, isn't it? Written on the balloon behind us. It's just like, stop before you jump straight in, look at it, have think about the situation first before you just wade in. Speak out, whether it's directly or just reporting it to someone, telling someone that you trust. Don't just be a bystander and see it happening. You can always be a help, and then just support, like you said. You know, it's just being there for somebody, whether it's being in a really close, intimate way or just being a friend, making them feel happier. I think it's as simple as that. If people just, you know, stop when something happens, speak up when they see it, and then support the person it's going through, I literally think it could be that easy.